So when it comes to home buying, there's a lot of coordination, communication, and just the pressure to have things together logistically. And if you're anything like me, you likely, if you are on the current home buying process, you have notes on your laptop, you have notes in your phone, you may have notes on something like this. And it gets really hard to kind of keep track of everything that's going on as you're learning, as you're looking at houses, as you're meeting with agents, and as you're taking notes, as you speak with your inspectors, appraisers, and all these things. And even when it comes to like just understanding the terminology of real estate, like if this is brand new for you, like it was for me, that can be very overwhelming. So what I wish I had before I actually started this whole process was some like space to actually house all this stuff so that I can keep everything in one place. It's super duper important. And that's why I want to introduce you all to Ready to Own, which is my first time homebuyer workbook for first time homebuyers. I feel like I repeated myself, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It is a 100-page workbook for first time homebuyers. And I go through so much in this video, in this book. I have so many things that I go through. So I want to just kind of highlight what I've covered in the book. So number one is renting versus owning. So we know as home buyers or aspiring home buyers, there's going to be a lot of differences that you're going to have to consider to make sure that this is what you want to do. So like renting, is relying on maintenance to fix things versus being a homeowner, unless you have a warranty, you're going to be responsible for a lot of things. If your job requires you to travel a lot, that's something you want to think about. Like I think about all the hesitations that I had and the hesitations that are just common when it comes to home buying, that you want to make sure that you're aware of so that you're moving into this with confidence. So that's section one. Section two is around understanding the cost of home ownership. So if you've looked at any of my videos, basically I've talked about closing costs, I've talked about appraisals, inspections, title fees, earnest money deposits, like down payments. Like there's so much that goes into closing on a home, and really understanding the cost of home ownership before you buy, while you're buying, and after you buy. Like warranties is a thing. Home maintenance is a thing. Lawn care is a thing. Washer and dryers is a thing. And I learned, once I got into my home, that there were so many things that I'm still buying. And I've been here for so long, but it's helpful to just have a list and like highlight some of the recommended costs and common costs that I've come across. So I have that in section 2 of this book. Section 3 is around finding your dream home. So a lot of people feel like, okay, like I want a townhome because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to deal with yard maintenance. Yes, but you need to think about the cons of a townhome. A townhome might have higher homeowner HOA fees, versus a single family home. And some single family homes have super small lawns. Like my lawns aren't that big. So like I knew as well, like I didn't want to have a lot of yardage because I'm lazy. But I also knew that I wanted to keep my monthly payment within a certain, financial kind of landscape. So that's important. You can't just say, oh, I don't want to do maintenance, so I need something smaller. No, you have to look at the full picture. So that's what that section is about. Like understanding like school districts, understanding neighborhoods, and just really understanding the kind of lifestyle that you have and the lifestyle that you're moving into, and finding the right home that fits that and helping you understand things that you might not even be considering right now. Section 4 is around submitting an offer. So, you found the home, your agent's likely put in an offer, and now like what happens next? We know the earnest money deposit and the contract is signed, but there's so many other things that happen between the offer being accepted and you getting to the closing table, and I highlight that in this book, just the way I do on this YouTube channel. Section 5 is closing on your home and moving in. So if you haven't watched my 3-part series on closing on my new construction home, I highly recommend that you go to that. I'm going to link them in the description below, but it's very helpful. And I basically packaged all of that and put it into this book as well. Just so you can understand what that process looks like to do your final walkthroughs, to, get to the title company and sign your documents. Like it's super duper detailed. 6 are some checklists, like I have a checklist that'll help you find the right agent for you. I have a checklist to help you find, the right home, for you and your family. Like it's super detailed. And again, this is stuff that I wish I would have had. So if you're brand new to my channel, then you may not realize how super detail oriented I am. But if you aren't, you already know. Just looking at all my videos, like I break it down like super simple, and you get the same thing within this book. And then lastly is section 7, and there's some terms to know, like appraisal, title search, I don't know, down payment, clear to close, cash to close, all these things that you never hear of until you're getting ready to close on a home. Like, I want you to be well aware of what these things are so that you aren't slowing down yourself, and that you understand what's happening at all times. So this is the book. I'm very proud of it. Like I said, it's 100 pages full of things. And I'm going to link it in the description below. But if you know of a home buyer, or an aspiring home buyer, or someone that's just thinking about home buying and doesn't know where to start, this is where you start. For me, I had to do all the groundwork and research and talk to people and go to seminars and sessions, and that stuff takes a lot. And I just took it all and I condensed it into a book to make it easier for you. The goal is to make this process easier for you than it was for me. So that is it. It's also my birthday week, so if you want to bless me and bless another home buyer with the book, feel free to purchase a copy, or 5 or 10, however your heart moves. But thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions about what's in the book and everything that I went over. And again, this would be a wonderful birthday gift. I wanted to make sure that I had it ready for promotion for my birthday. So again, thank you in advance for everyone that decides to purchase. And as always, leave your comments and questions below. But I hope that you get it. A lot of good information in here. And I want to make this process easier for you. So I will see you guys on the next video.